Oh, what's up, brother?
What's
What?
up?
Oh, hang on one sec.
Yeah, no worries.
Hang on. Get these on.
What up, dude?
What up, dude?
I didn't get the tapestry background like you told me to do.
Yeah, hey, I'm not gonna lie, this was set up today. I had to get it all good.
That's AI, actually. That ain't your real background.
I swear to God, look at, she's real.
Word, what's up, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great. I love the mustache. Has that been around for a while now?
This is probably 3 months in now. I had a little, I had the beard, and we are going about probably 10 years with beard getting bigger, 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 and then it was just one of those where I was like I need to get this thing off. And I did a little trim up, started going, then all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going for it." And then I just did the stash and I'm like, "Yes." And
Now, is it connected to the face or is it up? Is it coming off like mine does?
no, it's good. Oh no, it's connected. Because
Oh,
I
cool.
I did the curls before when I had a beard, and that was, I mean, it was good, but the wax, keeping that wax on the side, and every time I ate something, I'm like, oh my God, this is kind of a, it was an investment in time.
Yeah,
But
I
now I'm
have to do
like,
it. Every day I have to do it because if I eat, it's just going in my mouth the whole day.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, soup is the enemy. It's like,
Once
oh
it's
my God.
once it's trimmed to the side though, I'm pretty good. If I keep the mustache trimmed off my lips and this is curled, it doesn't get in my mouth. But I'm with you. Every year I shave the beard off and I might have the mustache for a little, but I end up shaving the mustache too.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
look
it
like
was one.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I wish I were him. Yeah, but no, the boys at work call me Pierre now. They're like, "Oh, Pierre." Pierre, or I get Mario a lot from Super Mario Brothers.
Pierre is better. The Mario I don't see, but
No,
maybe
I
a
like the
Luigi.
Pierre. Well, I did all my ancestry stuff and come to find out I'm all French. Basically 75% French. I was like, "What?" Mind blown. So that was a little eye opener.
I
So I
did
was
it
like,
too also, and it's mostly Poland, but some Canadian too, and
"Yeah,
French,
yep,
and a little Irish, but mostly Polish.
we're Canada brothers." Yeah, because most of my stuff, as of right now, I think it's 30%. I didn't even know they could like link the lineage like to Canada, but 1700s they've got me there. So it was 1700s and then 30% Canadian. So I was actually thinking about doing a little bit of citizenship application, see if I get a little dual citizen.
So no Miami for you. You're going north.
Oh no, I'm gonna be in Miami. I would just like to have that as a little backup. Been to Canada a few times and she's gorgeous up there, but
Yeah,
for me,
those long winters though.
oh, good old New England winters. Thank God. I mean, today I'm in Connecticut now, so we're like 45 all day, and it's one of those where I went on a cruise in February and got back. Literally, the day I got back was the day of the blizzard. And our flights from Puerto Rico got canceled, or not canceled, but our layover. We weren't going to make it because everybody was in panic mode. So got back, or got to Puerto Rico airport, got there. They said, "All right, everything's delayed. We can get you laid over to Providence." And my mom had my truck, she had my dog, and she's like, "I'll just come get you." I'm like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "I don't mind." She's like, "I'll come get you." She picked us up. Well, actually, she gave me my truck back. We drove back to Connecticut. As we're driving back, the squall started the next day. I was shoveling for 2 days straight. Work got canceled, everything I canceled. I'm like, I went from the Caribbean for a week to full on blizzard.
Dude, the same thing happened to me. We were in Orlando and we were supposed to fly back the 24th or the 25th in February, and our flights got canceled. We couldn't find another flight, so we ended up staying 3 extra days in Florida. We got an Airbnb. I had to rent a minivan, and I had to get, 3 car seats for the kids.
Oh yeah,
I
you got
mean,
the 3 kids now.
that's why it was so hard to find a return flight home. It was, like, impossible, and they were, like, $4,000. We ended up finding one 3 days after, so we just were like embraced it. I was like, took some more vacation time and then got an Airbnb. We were chilling by the pool, loving life, and we're like, we'll miss most of the storm, and we came
Oh
back
yeah.
after.
Yep. Oh, I would have if I could have done that, I would have that would have been a dreamland because I was like, all right, our little even just the layover, they sent us to a beach club. They're like, go, it's like 15 minutes from the airport, go to this beach club, go hang out for like 3, 4 hours and come back and then we'll get you on the flight to Providence. And we got back and that's when the airport was everyone was in mayhem. And then what was it? When we landed in Providence, everything was a ghost town. I've never been in an empty airport before. And it was
Yeah,
one of those.
that must have been a weird feeling.
Oh yeah. But
Where in Puerto Rico did you go?
we went to Puerto Rico. That was the cruise terminal out of there. Then
Oh,
we went
okay.
down to we went to Curacao, which was I've been there before, but Curacao was heaven. We did Aruba, St. Croix, St. Martin, and then back to Puerto Rico with 2 sea days. So it was amazing.
I did see pictures from your trip. Okay, I can picture it now.
Yeah, I bet
That
you
seemed like
did.
a I was dreaming about those pictures.
It was one of those where my fiance now I met him. I had never been on a cruise before, and this was our sixth cruise with Virgin Voyages. And
Nice.
so we did the cruise, and this one out of all of them, wow, it was crazy. We got the suite. We did the suite itself. We did a bid upgrade. So it was his 40th birthday, and I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do? Not as much of a people person, so I'm like, all right, what can I do? I bought the normal balcony, and then they give you a little upgrade option. We ended up upgrading, and then it wound up where we got the biggest balcony on the whole ship. And it was wow. It was crazy. People came up to the room and they were like, "What? You got record players and the mini bar," and it was a blast. So definitely definitely a fun time.
We got kind of spoiled in Disney too, because we were like a 5-minute walk from Magic Kingdom. We were on the 15th and 16th floor and had a 2-floor suite with like 4 balconies, and it was just like a
Oh, you did the
trip of
kids
a
suite.
lifetime. Um, I
Damn.
I don't know what they call it. I didn't see, like, this is how bad my memory is. I was there in February. I can't even remember the name of the hotel,
Yeah.
but it was sick because we could walk to Magic Kingdom. We didn't even go. We had little kids, so we'd go for like a half a day and then go back to the hotel and swim and stuff.
Oh yeah, because they're done after a few hours.
Smoked after waiting like in a couple lines for an hour. They're just like crawling over each other, like mayhem, dude. Disney is mayhem. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to ever go back
Yeah. Well, and I mean the
with
thing
kids.
is with kids, I'm like I just see so I won't lie, that's why we do Virgin because every single time we will get off the ship and Virgin's adults only. And we'll get off the ship and we've gotten off many times where we see the Disney ship, we see the Norwegian or whatever, and the families, the you can see like the dad looking over at us, and everyone's just all kids free and everything. They're like, "There's no kids on there," and we're like, "Yup," and they're just like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, I see the look in your eyes.
Yeah, dude. And before we got on this call, I went on Instagram and I was like, I'm gonna catch up with Chad. I'm wicked excited. I think he's a carpenter now. Did I make that up or is that true?
Oh no, that's very true. Yeah,
Okay.
carpentry is. Well, so the thing is, like, I mean, before working with you at VIA. I went to Valley Tech for carpentry, did my 4 years, graduated and everything with that, and then did the whole Mass Maritime thing. So I went down the Cape and did that for a year or two. And then it was one of those where I was like, I need to get back into my carpentry roots. and up in Mass, worked for a couple cool companies, like was doing some things. And then when I met my fiance's name is actually Rich too. So when I met
Oh,
him, oh,
holla.
we got the Rich, and I met him. We um we basically did. It's the first time I've ever done like a long distance. I mean, it's only stayed away, but for a year, he came up to my place. I would come down here, back and forth, and then he's like, "Do you want to just move in?" I'm like, "You know what? Sure." So we did probably, I think, 2 months of me driving back and forth from Mass, and I'm like, I got to look for something. And went on ZipRecruiter. I mean, as far as carpenters, everyone's hiring because they just need people. And I found my boss, well, ZN Construction. I found them, and he actually called me. And every other company, I was just getting like either the front desk girl or like the hiring manager or something. He's the owner of the company, and he called me. We talked for an hour. It was like this cool connection, everything. So I checked. He's like, check out our Instagram. Checked out the Instagram. Like, what the heck? Like, you guys are doing some cool jobs. Like, you got cool videos. Like, there's a whole vibe going on. Started with him. It's been 4 years now, and I mean, we're doing crazy projects down here with kitchens, baths, and then I do my custom built-in thing. I'm actually on number 3 already this year. And to walk into a house, have a homeowner give me now with the AI thing, I'm getting AI pictures of I want this, but can you make it in real world? And then I get to do that. Boom. I just went and saw one of them today that I worked on for 2 weeks from build to install. Walked in the house today, had I dropped off her key, and when I went, it literally brought like a tear to my eye. I'm like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Like it's just a really cool like, and then to hear the homeowners like you're in people's house every day. So it's one of those where it's like not just I don't know, it's not just pushing buttons or kind of talking over the phone. Like you're in someone's house, you build this whole little rapport, and then now we've got Instagram followers, we got Facebook followers. We've had a few with, I've actually done a few videos where we've had over 1 million views. And
What? That's not easy to do.
yeah, it's wild. Like this, you wouldn't think that like just doing carpentry would get that way. And we actually got outreach from HGTV about I think it was a year or two ago. And me and my boss did the interview, everything. Well, I literally did all this prep to get like a whole set behind me ready, like get the lighting right and stuff. And he and I just we got the outreach from it, and it was so quick that the HGTV lady calls us. We get the laptop set up. She's like, "Nope, can't be doing. The lighting's horrible right now. Get out of the office. Go into the shop. Do you have better lighting?" Because it was fluorescent. Then we go. We open the garage doors. He and I, by the end, she's like, "Lower. We need you lower. Hold on. We're trying to get the perfect shot. We're sitting on milk crates on the floor, trying to get this perfect angle." And it went for a little bit, and then we never ended up getting the call. It was whatever, but I mean, as being a little HGTV nerd as a kid, that was like, oh my God, just to get an outreach from it.
Yeah, because that shows authority. If you have that on your website,
Yeah,
backlink to HGTV and just on social media, it's like good to have that authority for your
yeah.
business.
Well, and
Nice.
we're doing Barnes and Nobles now too. We got my boss met up one of the homeowners we work for in Connecticut. He's one of the big heads at who runs the hiring of companies or hiring of crews to get Barnes and Nobles built. And I personally have done one, two, three, and then did a look at one of them. So those are 12-hour
I
days
love Barnes
straight.
and Nobles.
It's so cool. It's such a fun like, and the new business owner, he set up a whole thing. It's a cool experience. It's a lot of work, but it's when you finally walk out of there, you're like, oh my God, in 2 weeks we built this entire, like we do all the actual bookshelves and all the cabinetry for it. So
Yeah, that's a lot of shelves, a lot of books.
yeah, it goes by like how many each like bookshelf unit, like that's how they gauge a job. So it's like, I don't know, 200 units, 300 units, however it goes. But when we do it, it is just full on hustle. We're getting there at 4 in the morning. We have to unload up to 5 tractor trailer trucks by 7 a.m. So from 4:30, 5, whenever we get there, unload the things as fast as we can and then start building.
Do you so in vocational school when you did want to go back to carpentry, was it like riding a bike? Did you pick it up right away again, or is it something you never forget, or does practice like you had to get reinitiated to how things are done?
Oh, it was definitely like riding a bike. It's one of those things even before vocational school, like I will say like my little kid passion, I was drawing house plans at 8 years old. My grandmother still has a whole binder of me drawing house plans, and I was watching HGTV as like a little kid. So I like Bob Vila and all that kind of stuff. I was just like obsessed with it. So when I jumped in and then like finding a company where it's like, oh my God, like they want me to do that whole like go deep, just go do your thing. Here, you draw the plans, you do your thing, and then I jumped back in. It was like, wow. Because I did VIA, and then I did I did probably 3, 4 years of straight up going to festivals, DJing, club promoting, like the whole 9 yards. So early 20s. I mean, I'm 35 now, but going through all the early 20s, it was nothing but just kind of wild times. Then got back out of that and was like, all right, let's get back into this. And it kind of just snapped right back in there. It was like, damn, all right, this is there.
We got some good pictures together at a couple clubs in Worcester from back in the day. I don't know
Oh
what their
yeah.
Club Blue maybe.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot we went to Club Blue together with our
Was that on
Sherry
Main
babes.
Street? Yep.
That was on Water Street.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. What was the one on Main Street? There was another one we would go to sometimes.
Oh, there was Water Street and then
Blurry Visions. We called it Blurry Visions.
oh my God, my mind is blurry. I remember that one. Wow. Yep.
Our friend
Yeah.
Katie was a bartender there,
Yep.
and we
Then
called
oh
it
my God.
Blurry Visions because you'd have two drinks in there and everything would be blurry for the rest of the night.
Yeah, because basically it was this much booze with just here's a little soda. Oh my, well, literally still to this day, like I talk with like the guys at work and stuff, and they're like, you kind of did like a little bit of everything. I was like, listen, I did. I was like, but those days back then, like we were like, I mean, working at VIA, we were a solid crew. And I went back and saw little Cheryl this past fall, and she's a manager now. I'm like, babes, I'm so proud of you. Like me and Ashley, I mean, your sister, me and Ashley literally jumped out of an airplane together when Steve had us do the skydive.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we did skydive, rode skydive.
Fuck that. I would never do that.
Her and I, well, it was her and I because they only brought 2 people up at a time, and then we've got the guys strapped behind us, so it was 4 people in the plane, and then the pilot.
Steve was driving the plane.
Oh, Steve was driving the plane. Oh yeah, and always he was. I think everyone driving, we were following him, and we were doing like 90 miles an hour down the highway just trying to get there because we were late. We got there late. We missed the safety video because they're like, there's no time. There's no time for the safety video. So they're like, can you guys just sign right here? So we all just blindly signed and got in the planes. I mean, Ashley are going up, and the thing is literally like, it's shaking the whole way
She's
up. And
grounded.
Yep.
She wasn't supposed to be out jumping out of planes.
I can't believe you didn't know about that one. See? She's got to keep it from the big brother.
I feel like I heard about it afterwards, but like it was so long ago that you're flooding memories back.
Yeah, I mean, what was that? I was 19, 20, and 21. So yeah, that was a long time ago. And
I
honestly, still to this day, burned into my mind as some of the awesome, like most amazing memories too.
Yeah, I mean when you work in a restaurant, like it's your family kind of because you're like working that late shift and then there's not much to do at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. You just have your after shift drink and then who knows where the night's gonna go.
Yep. Oh, oh my God, absolutely. And then I
Get
mean,
up
when I
and do
picked
it again.
get up, do it again, and then when I picked up with when I was bartending, I mean, me and John were there till 2 or 3 in the morning every night because we were doing cash out, bar cleanup, everything. It was like, oh my God, that was a whole nother level. And when I went back, they still had all the classic things still on the menu. I was like, all right, I'm ordering this, this, this. And I was like, Cheryl, can you get me the bread? I want that bread and oil. Bring it over here. Because we were all,
Cassie, she makes me take her once or twice a year.
yeah, so you're still hitting it up too.
Yeah. Yep. Got to. It's like you just revisit it. Yeah, because you got your favorite items and you want to go have them and
hmm And I mean, they,
reminisce.
as far as across the board, what works, keep going with it. And they definitely the things that they have, the everything on the menu, I mean, they're solid. And they've lasted now. Okay, so we do the math. Yeah, 17 years. That's so crazy to think about. Wow.
But they've been open longer than that, right?
When I started, it was the third year in. And then I
Oh,
think we were all there for the 5 year.
oh, wow.
Yep.
So we were kind of early. We were part of the success.
Oh, we were the beginning. I mean, the Chop House and the Soul had been at when we started. The Soul had been open for 30 years. I think the Chop House
Yeah.
been open for like 10 or 11, and then we were like 3, and then I worked till it was 5 years old, and it was like wow. But I
Well,
mean,
if you're from Worcester, you know Rob and Madeline, the owners. They know what they're doing. They run a beautiful restaurant, fresh food always. And Madeline, who does the decor, it's just like super classy and always beautiful.
oh my,
It's fun to
beyond
go there.
beautiful. Everything imported. Like, I mean, that's the thing. I've never worked like somewhere where, I mean, they told us a story. The floor, the tile floor, or the flooring imported from Italy, the booths imported from Italy, the silverware from here, from there. Like it was just they kept the premium product, and then I went back all this time later, exactly the same, and I'm like, wow, all right, still keep going, and that's why they're successful. And
If we could have just filmed that whole era, that'd have been a good TV show.
it definitely would have. And well, there were some pictures, but those
Um,
just got those
I
just got
won't
me in
I won't
trouble.
open it up unless you want me to, but I do
Oh.
have a video of a house party that Cheryl I was going away to Georgia and Cheryl went and hit record on my iMac and I have like
Oh.
45 minutes of a house party and then the cops come and then it's over.
Oh my God. That is, I would give anything to see that because I can only imagine we were probably, we were little
Well, I
babes at that point.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want to blow your spot up or embarrass you, you know. You weren't doing anything weird, but you definitely were getting down. There was music playing. I think your shirt came off at one point.
Yep.
You might have been grinding up on you know, a couple people, whatever, you know. It
Oh,
was it
that
was a
might
it
have
was
been
a
the
house
party.
party.
I think that was the party that Haley I hung upside down because that was my little thing. I hung upside down from the door frame, and Haley actually we did the Spider-Man upside down kiss. That was a what? Yo.
I mean, even like the older staff, like G2 was there. No, Greg. Do we call him G2?
Oh yeah, Greggy Babanya.
Yeah, he was there. Everyone was there. It was like, do you remember that party?
I do now that you say it. Yeah, I do remember.
Remember there was like a couple there that no one kind of knew, and we don't know where they came from, and they were just grinding on each other all night.
The whole time. Yep. And then I think there was a couch portion of that program. That was a wild night.
Brad was walking around, and he's like, "Guys, the cops are here," and I'm like, "I'm leaving tomorrow, whatever." And the cops are like, "You're not going anywhere tomorrow if you're in jail." And I was like, "All right, guys, we got to stop this party."
Oh yeah, because Brad lived upstairs. That's right. Brad
No,
was
no,
ups
he didn't live upstairs, but he was there. And he might have been dating a cop at the time.
No, I think he lived on the second floor. Oh, and he
No, I
was
lived
dating the
on
cop.
this. No,
Oh,
that's
you were on the
Ashley
second
and
floor.
this is on Vernon Hill. That's Ashley and Paul's and Brad's old apartment behind the Soul.
Yep.
This was
Yep.
Vernon Hill.
I remember
My,
that one.
my
Now,
buddy
yep.
Louis Lou, his mom owned the house.
Louie
Louis Lou.
Lou. I do remember. Oh, yep. Wow. That is a whole nother. I thought I had all those in there. Wow. That just opened up. I do remember that party now. Yep.
Do you want to see a 10-second clip or no?
Oh, definitely. I've got nothing to hide. If anything, my boss has been asking me, he's like, I want to see this podcast after. He's like, I want to check. I was like,
Can you see this?
I can see
Oh,
it.
it's also in sepia.
Oh my, I 100% remember. Wow.
I don't want to blow anyone's spot up, so
Mm.
we got to get Greg. Greg comes in. See?
Oh,
We'll
Greg,
leave it at that's enough. That's enough for the people.
in his full VA uniform.
Oh yeah, and people in VA uniform. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cheryl, for
Wow.
pressing record because that's like a time capsule.
She was the reason that I even got into Spotify and everything because I remember she's like, babes, I got the Spotify, and at her apartment over there behind the Soul, she would have it set up, and that was our DJ booth because her and I we were gonna do our little DJ thing together. And then wow, oh, that's an amazing memory. That's awesome.
That's why I was excited. I was like, I need to talk to Chad and see what he's up to.
I can't believe you had and I've been actually because I was like, all right, I got to get a little prepared, like see what this is all about and stuff. I've been watching for like all last night. I was like going through clips and watching everything, and I'm like, wow, I was
Thanks,
like, you
bro.
got all kinds of people. I was like, we gotta get because I mean, whatever you put out, I want to share it and do a little promo on that action because I mean, it's a cool thing. I've done I've done what was it? I think I did two podcasts with my boss, and we just, I mean, kind of carpentry talked and like how the trades are changing and stuff like that. But I mean, it's one of those where it's like, this is something like, oh my God, we have so much content over the years. I'm like, wow, it's been a long time. And I mean, even just to hear from you, the whole experience is awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been super fun. You know, it was kind of like a push to get more comfortable on camera, and I was like, I need to be doing something that's like weekly or monthly, putting out content, not just for years I would just put out the most random stuff, and people are like, "What is your even channel?" And I was like, honestly, it's like an external hard drive. There's no rhyme or reason. If I make a project, I just put it out,
Yep.
and then. I'm like, I'm going to do something a little more focused this year. And it was fun just because I love the process of learning how to do stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I'm still learning, trying to automate it better because I don't want to, what I want to do is press record on once a week, have a guest,
Yep.
and then I want it to like auto publish to all the platforms. I want Opus Clip, which is this AI Reels chopper to chop all the videos up. And then I
Oh
want
yep.
him to auto publish like all the reels throughout the week so that next Monday I put out a new one and new reels come out. But
Yep.
right now I'm sitting on probably like 300 reels from past ones. So I'm trying to like auto publish them all, and there's a limit to every day. But
Oh, they do put a limit every day.
yeah, it's something like 70, 50 or 75 videos,
Well, because the
which
thing
is
is, I mean,
plenty.
because with the algorithms and everything, it's just content, content, content. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I kind of recluse. Then I go on vacation. It's just share, share, share. I do anything, go to a festival, kind of share, 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 and like I'll go and like I was looking at my analytics on Facebook, and during the vacation where I was just sharing every day, just a picture, maybe two or three every day, I looked at the analytics and I'm like, I had 58,000 views in a week span. I'm like, oh my God, all right. And then actually got monetized with it just from the share, share, share. And I'm like, this is it's funny because Facebook wise, I've got so many people from the past where my followers and everything, I put something on Facebook, boom, I get I get up to 100 likes, whatever. I put something on Instagram, I'll get like, I don't know, 15 likes on something. It's such because Instagram, I'm on there, but I'm still, I guess I can say I'm an old man with my Facebook and sharing the stuff though. I mean, if you're doing both, so that's why the whole trip I did dual share, so it shared on both, and I'm like, all right, we got a little bit of action going on. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could only hope to do those numbers. My hope is that I continue to improve on the show and maybe get like a sponsor. I feel like Facebook would be a great sponsor because that's how I started to find people to do the podcast.
Yep.
Originally, the idea was because I found an old yearbook and I was like, what happened to these people that I went to sixth grade with or kindergarten through sixth grade with? And then I was like, oh, and that's when the show idea popped in my head. And I was like, how am I going to find these people if they aren't on Facebook?
Oh yeah, I saw
So,
that video, Reese. Yeah, the one that you did when you were trying to search, and you're like, it is mind-boggling. Well, the thing is, a lot of people do like random names, or they get married. Like with girls, their names are out, all their last names are changing. So you go type it in, it's like nothing, nothing. You're like, how do I find them? And or some people just choose to do the whole delete everything. And I'll say probably the only one that I don't even have an account, I think, is TikTok, and I know that's where all the kids are now. That's the one where it's just like boom, you put something on, it's boom, 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 rifling off like followers, and that's the only one I'm not on. But
yeah, I get some. So, my past guest, DJ Manipulator, he has a video right now on my TikTok and it has like 65 comments and like 200 likes. That's a lot for me. Usually it's like a couple comments, handful of likes.
yeah,
Um,
well, the
but
thing
I'm
is, I
sure.
mean, with every good podcast, I mean, good podcasts, good videos, whatever, they all start the film quality, the the backdrop, the this, the that. They start off small and they start getting bigger and bigger. And I mean, some of the people you're following, guess what? Now they're doing commercials, they're doing sponsorships. It's like, all right, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. That's why I'm not too concerned about using the AI chopper. Like, I'm not going to sit there and edit every video and make it perfect. I'm just going to throw it all out there and keep making the content. And then, if I want to pursue this more, try to get sponsors, and then hopefully we can like build a studio or figure out a way to travel and do it and get some help as far as like optimizing and monetizing and let like a
Uh,
someone handle that stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, just watching it and stuff, the whole concept, everything, like it's definitely going to get there. It takes time, and it also takes a strange one little algorithm tweak or one share that goes viral or something. It changes the whole thing. I mean,
Ooh, thank you for putting that energy out into the world. That's good.
oh, I'm pushing for. I will say that is the one thing that I've realized after all these years, that the energy, the push out, the actual like believe it becomes reality definitely is. And a lot of things, I mean, nowadays there's people who don't even do that great of stuff, and you're like, wait, how the heck did they get that many followers? But I mean, this is something that's like a cool thing.
Oh,
And
thanks.
a lot of times it just takes that one, like the one video that we've got over 1 million views on our Instagram. I think my work Instagram we have 17,000 followers now, and the million, or the million, I think it's at 2.5 mil right now. It was a song. So, I mean, it was just me putting on a cabinet panel, and then she put the song that was trending at the time. So it's literally just like it's like alchemy. You're just kind of messing with it, and then just one little thing works, and boom, you're like, all right, now I got a little boost, and then you just got to keep working at it.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing right now is like with our social media girl, I've been doing a lot of the videos, like doing the instructional videos, doing the this, that. A lot of times, the videos that like spike up are just goofy ones where she's seen a video online. So where I was talking about the HGTV thing yesterday, she posted on the company Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, literally like reading the post, she put up a whole thing saying that I'm leaving the company and I'm going to HGTV. And she put that up there, got I think 130 likes, I got over 10 phone calls. My boss got over 10 phone calls. She got calls. Our sales manager got calls. It's just been, the phone's been ringing off the hook. My sister's messaging me, all these people like, oh my God. I was like, it's an April
April
Fool's
Fools.
joke. But at the same time, it's the one thing I'm like, oh, I would kill for that. So it was kind of, but reading like, 'cause she did a whole farewell, shared all these pictures to me. It was like strangely, like kind of like, I don't know, like seeing your own funeral kind of thing. I'm like, wait, I don't want to leave you guys. But it's just, she's like, I don't even know. She's like, I'm watching the analytics and it just like popped up like magically. She's like, it's wild how it just happened. I'm like, it really is just so random sometimes. And I mean, with you doing this, I mean, who knows? Maybe down the line. I mean, do you got a little lineup of a couple more people you're going with?
Like 30.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I didn't realize I even had that many friends because, like, you say you're a recluse. I mean, I'm kind of an introvert, like,
Yep.
especially now. I just want to stay home with my family every day. It's rare that I go up, like, I went to my friend's 40th birthday party and we were there for, like, I don't know, an hour and hanging out. But, like, they were ripping it up like they were young still. They were outside ripping butts. And I was like yawning. I was like, Cass, do you want to just go grab a quick bite to eat and go home? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, let's go. But maybe because we have 3 kids under 5, we're not.
Uh-huh.
But when we were hanging out, I was kind of on my way out too. I was a little older. So I was like, starting to be like, all right, this lifestyle. Like, I was starting to go to college because I didn't go till I was 25. So I was like, all right, I need to go to college and I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Yep.
Um, but waiting tables helped facilitate that because that's the only job you can really have when you're trying to go to school during the day.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. 'Cause that's, I mean, it sucks because your nights, your weekends, they're gone. But I mean, that's the only time you can work if you're doing, like you said, school during the day. And it was true, yeah, because you were like the responsible good boy, and we were all the wild, just being crazy Worcester kids.
I
And
guess.
then, well, I mean, I know you were still wild, but it was like I always looked at you like, all right, he's being more respectable and good. We were just getting in trouble and being wild and stuff. And then you were carving that path. Took me a little
Yeah.
bit longer to tread or climb the ladder a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, and being a little older, I was like, all right, I know that I need to do, like, I knew I wanted to get out of debt and I knew I wanted to do something, not
Hmm.
that waiting tables was fine. We made great money and I did it for a long time. But when you're in the industry for a while, you do want to get out.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, because every day, I mean, there is, I mean, on a Monday afternoon or something, you're just sitting there. I mean, even little Cheryl, her little dream she always had in her uh credit card book there, or her bill book. She'd always have a picture of Hawaii or something she was always dreaming of. Guess what? She went to Hawaii, lived there for a few years, did her thing.
Like a
When I was in
decade, right?
Yeah, she was there for a while. And then when I went to St. Lucia, she's like, "Babes, I've been dreaming to go there." She's like, "How was it? How was everything there?" And I was every time an island that
Magical.
intrigues her, because you know her, she just wants to be a little free spirit. Like, yeah,
I had the pleasure of every time I went to Asia, I would stop and visit with her for a week in Hawaii. It was amazing.
yeah, I saw a couple pics of you. Didn't Brad go out there too, or did Brad live
Not with
there?
me.
Yeah, not with you, but I think he went out there a couple times with her too. I was like, everyone's going out to see her. I will say
You
during
got
that
to when you
time,
got that opportunity.
you got to. Did you stay with her?
Yeah.
I'm jealous now.
Dude, it was so much fun. Like, we would she obviously is local, so we knew all the cool beaches. We did this thing called Flotilla on July 4th where you just pack up a bunch of drinks on floats and you literally float out like a mile or two out to all the yachts. And everyone's just
Oh,
drinking and swimming from yacht to yacht and have floats. But dude, coming back, we got drifted out so far. We were literally struggling to get back.
Oh my
and a
gosh.
bunch of jet skis tied our float onto there, and like in a couple boats, like they would like pull us for a little and then go help other people. But eventually we got pulled back almost to shore, and the waves were so strong that we were trying to swim, and the waves were just throwing us into the ground. And there was just like beers and people lost their sunglasses, and like we were just tumbling into shore, and we were obviously hammered. And when we made it, I was just so thankful to be alive, because I was like, that was crazy. We were out there for like 6 hours.
Wow. Yeah, so you wash up on the land, you're like, kiss the
How,
ground.
the whole time I'm thinking, how is this legal and how is no one dying? Because like if you're not a strong swimmer or you're wasted out there, you know.
hmm Yeah, it's
Anyways,
it,
crazy flotilla.
I didn't even know about that. That's freaking cool.
I wouldn't do it now. Like if now that I know about it, when I was young, I was like, yeah, let's swim out there. Now I wouldn't do that.
Oh no, now I'd be like, oh, there's a lot at risk now. It's amazing how you get the older by and you're like, oh my God, I don't know. Let's think about that. Because even you saying like, even with the kids and everything, we don't even have kids, and I'm like, oh, Friday night,
Hmm.
I just want to be home. Well, one thing is we work opposite shifts, so it is kind of a Monday through Friday. I do my obviously my normal carpentry day shifts, but Monday through Friday he works 3 to 11.
Oh,
So yeah, we are the weekend, the minute Friday night he gets home at midnight, we see each other, and then we get midnight, Saturday night together, and then Sunday night, and then it's like Sunday night, we're like, no, go back to it. I will say it's kind of reserved me a little because now I mean, when I get home from work or something, if I'm alone, I'm outside doing projects. I mean, as a carpenter, the house has been a buzz with all of my projects. I built the deck over the past couple years. I can't stop.
levels, all levels.
All
Have you seen
levels.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Kramer,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yup.
wood. I'm gonna wood, Jerry, wood, all wood. It's gonna be
Just
levels.
I literally start talking. He looks at me. He's like, "Oh my God, another one." I'm like, "Yep." Because he'll come home. I mean, he's come home before even, I don't know, on a weeknight, I'm staying up later. So he comes home, I'm either painting walls or I've got something ripped apart. He's like, "What are we doing right now?" I'm like, I got another idea. I can't stop.
Yeah, I love when people add wood accents to their walls. It's just like so classic and timeless. And you go into the old houses with all the crowns molding and lines, just the wood. It's just so beautiful to me
Oh
when you
yeah.
accent walls with beautiful carpentry.
Well, and as a fellow Worcesterman, the Worcester three deckers still to this day. I mean, you can even have the whole apartment as trashy as it can be, but it has some of the most beautiful woodwork you'll ever see. And you won't ever
Yeah,
see like woodwork like that. I mean, you know that the half, like I think it was like your apartment with like the little half things with the columns and everything. I
yeah.
look at that. Oh, the staircases. You got all the three deckers. You got those staircases. They got banisters as big as can be. Like people aren't even putting that $1 million houses now. Like it's just crazy to look at like that old New England style where it's just like, ah,
Dude,
now everyone wants.
the three decker I grew up in on Vernon Hill, the front staircase, yeah, it was all like this really white teak wood. There was
Oh,
stained glass windows on every floor, just letting that light
yup,
in. And there was like antique wallpaper, like very nice silkscreen wallpaper. And
yup.
yeah, and every railing like had a design on it, and everything had like multiple layers. Yeah, it was done, and it still looked great 100 years later.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
probably looks
thing.
good today.
I mean, I working with all the products and all the things that we work with, because I mean, the wood now, I mean, people say things aren't the same anymore. Even the wood that we get in isn't the same because with climate change and stuff, trees grow faster. So you get a 2x4 from 1912 where all those things were built balloon frame. The bottom stud went all the way from foundation to
Mm-hmm.
ceiling, foundation of the roof. You can't find trees that tall and straight anymore.
Dude, you can't even like saw through it. Like the shit is so hard.
No, it'll burn blades. And then
Yeah.
the new stuff, you literally everything has to be engineered lumber now because you can't do like an old, I mean, you pull all the ceilings down, everything in one of those buildings, there's beams as big as can be. Now it's got to be engineered because the new stuff, the grain is, it's the grain spacing. So back then the grain is like tight, tight, tight. I mean, just really it grew slow, low and slow. Now the
Hmm.
grain, it's wider than a finger and things will collapse if you don't even try. It's just wild how even the climate will change those things.
So why do you say you're a recluse now? Just because you like your home time? You're probably exhausted after work.
Literally, I will get to work, do my thing, come home, and by the time I get home, I mean, I might get home at like 5 or 6 or something. So I walk in the door, and I mean, now with the old age, it's a little bit different on the body. I'm on my feet all day. I've got the old man arch supports and the work boots. I'm like, all right, so taking all the supplements and stuff, and it's just one of those where it just kind of it wears on you every day. And I will say, I went so hard in in my 20s and partying so much and doing everything and anything that like now coming home and kind of just being like a recluse is like a whole new thing for me. It's like something I've never really done before. And another thing, outside my work friends, I've got a couple friends down here, but I mean, I'm out of state. So it's not like I can just go out, like it's not like I'm in Worcester and I can go out to all the bars where I know everybody or I know everything or know
If you
everybody.
even
And
know anyone anymore,
yeah,
because it's all
th-
young now.
it's all young. No matter where, every time I go up and stay with my dad will be like, come up and stay the weekend in Sutton. I'll go stay there and then we'll go out in Worcester and I go out to anywhere and I'm like, I don't know anyone. Like, this is so weird.
I haven't run into anyone in Worcester that I knew in like 5 years.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all
I
the,
I ran into Rachel at the parade this year with her
oh, you
son.
did.
Yep.
Rachel. Oh, I miss her. Well, the funny thing is, some of my like core Facebook followers still got Greg on there. Greg, his girlfriend, um, Cheryl, we got Ashley, but Brad, looking at everybody on there.
Davy Jones, Dave Renault.
Dave Renault, a memory just came up for St. Patty's Day. He and I and one of my exes we went to St. Patty's Day in Boston. It was me and Dave with a dog in Boston in Chinatown because he and I love
We
it because I
we went to a St. Patrick's Day too. Me, you, and Dave. That wasn't
yeah.
that one though.
No,
Oh, maybe that was Worcester.
that was Worcester because we did the
Okay.
Worcester one and we all got wild and then we went to the Boston one with Dave and then when I was on vacation I was posting all the pictures and stuff, and I put one up in the little bathing suit. Dave's just with his typical Davey comments. I'm like, I love you and miss you. Like it's just like wow. Because now, I mean, it really is. It's also I'm finding I am definitely an extrovert by nature, but like to make new friends at this age and in a different state, it's very different. Like you don't have that like core where you're out, like one or two people, and then guess what? You meet two, three new people, and it's a whole new wild thing. It's a little different now. So I'm like, all right, the core people, they really were genuine, and
Yeah,
it's
and I don't
awesome.
even want friends. I don't want new
I don't
friends.
either. Like I'm good.
I
Like
want
even
like a book and a hot tea. I want like to do something creative like my podcast and
yeah,
exercise from time to time.
yeah,
And then I'm happy.
yep. Well, I mean, even as far as drinking and stuff, drinking, smoking, doing all the crazy wild stuff. It's been actually a few months where I've been since we got back from the cruise and everything. I left on the cruise. I was probably going like whatever, just smoking, drinking, doing my thing. Got back from the cruise and on the ship, can't smoke, can't do anything. I got back and I was like, you know what? Let's try this. Since I've gotten back from the cruise in February, I now have a pre-approval for a mortgage. I have a real estate agent looking. I am looking to buy a three family now. I've got this whole new outlook where I'm
Good
like,
for
all
you.
right, it is time. I actually got coming in the mail. I've got some creatine coming in. I've been taking my fish oils. I'm like, all right, it's time to start ramping things up and getting a little. So now that's been like my new obsession, trying to get into
Why
get
do you
into a
think the
healthy.
weed like gets you into too of a relaxed state, and then you don't feel motivated to reach out and do that stuff?
I will definitely say getting back from, I mean, I get back from work. So for the past, yeah, since I've gotten back from the cruise, I'll come home now. Now, since I've gotten back, I've come home. I've gotten all the closets in the house organized. And for the literally for as long as I can remember, that was the one thing where I'm like, no, it's the one thing keeps me calm, keeps my OCD at bay, relaxes me, everything. Now that I'm not doing it, I'm like, oh my God. And people would always tell me, oh, in my 30s or whatever, I stopped smoking. And I'm like, oh, I'd never do that. That's the one thing kind of keeping me sane. Now I'm like, whoa, I was friggin' knocking the brain down a lot with that. I'm like, kind of feel like my brain is like a whole new mind. I'm like, this is
I mean,
awesome.
change
And
is good, you know?
it
Maybe in
is.
10 years you'll go back to it and it'll have a different effect. You
Yeah.
know, at least you can look inside and be like, this isn't working for me, and you change.
Yep. And I'm not,
Cause
oh, I'm definitely not saying I'm never doing it again or whatever. If I'm at a, on a weekend or a party or
yeah,
something, sure. I'm not saying, oh, I'm sober or any of that, but like I've noticed like Monday through Friday in the evenings, I'm like, let's just try one thing different. I've tried that. I've gotten a lot more done. And I always thought that was the one thing kind of keeping me like motivated to do stuff. Now I'm like, all right, it's a little shift in the mind.
I switched to tea in the morning off of the coffee, and I do have a coffee midday, but I just
Yep.
feel like the tea, I think I'm just more hydrated with tea and water than coffee for some reason.
Oh, you
And
definitely are.
I feel so much better drinking tea when I wake up instead of coffee. Less
Yep.
anxious, less jittery.
When it's a wicked it's a, I mean, it's a dehydrant, it's a diuretic, coffee itself. So, I mean, I've
Yeah.
even, and yeah, that's another thing that I've even cut back on too, because without smoking and stuff now, I'm like, wow, I have a lot more energy. I don't need like two coffees anymore. I have my one coffee in the morning and I'm like ready to go.
Yeah, that and people are like, "Rich doesn't really drink ever." I go, "No, because if I'm gonna drink, I want a cigarette, and if I want a cigarette, I want some weed, and if I'm gonna drink, I want to stay up all night and drink and then drink coffee too." Like,
Yep.
I don't. It's all or nothing when it comes to that lifestyle.
hmm I think that's how I even smoked a cigarette. I mean, when I was with my ex, when I was working at V and everything, I was totally against smoking, hated it, gross. And then we'd have a party at the apartment. I'd get a little drunk, be like, give me a few drags of that, give me a few drags of that. Then, all right. Then the next day, I'm like, you know what, give me a drag of that again. Then before I know it, I'm buying a pack, and then boom, into it.
The camel crushes because you would. It's menthol when you crush the bead.
Yep. The Camel Crushes, the Marlboro Smooths, because when you're, well, all the youngins like all the little flavory stuff. Now Massachusetts, you poor guy. Well, I'm not smoking cigarettes anyway, but Massachusetts, you can't get any flavors. Vapes are only 3%.
Kids
It's
don't even
interesting.
smoke cigarettes; they just vape, and they don't even drink anymore.
No, they don't. That's well, so that's a huge, that's actually a hot topic right now because Boston, Worcester, the basically the whole country right now are seeing huge deficits because the young kids don't want to drink. They want to go home. Even school dances, they're talking about young kids right now who school dances, they get there for like a half hour and then they get something on their phone and they're like, we should go. This is boring. And
You
then they're
know what
just
I think
leaving.
it is? I was talking with someone about this the other day. I think they're scared to let loose because someone's going to film them and then they're going to get posted and go viral and be embarrassed.
Yep.
You just can't fear the judgment if you're a kid now. You have to have super confidence and like not care.
Yeah. Well, and the thing
I
is,
feel
I
bad
mean,
for them.
every so you brought up the video earlier. I will say I did watch that. I could barely make out that was even me. It was in sepia tone, it was grainy, it honestly looked like a ghost hunter's video.
Yeah.
That's the epitome that we had. Our cell phones were potato pictures. There was nothing on there. Nowadays, you've got full HD video of everything. You got voice recording, and everyone's got them at all times. I mean, at those times, I don't even remember. if my phone was even in my pocket at that party. I don't remember any of that. But everyone now, the young kids, you're right, like high school parties. So, I mean, that was when we were in our 20s. High school parties, I had none of that. I remember my mom being like, when I had the flip phone, the old Motorola, I could be like, Mom, I don't have service. I'm not going to be able to talk to you. I'm going to be out all night. And then just, I did have service, but just turned it off and, oh, can't reach me. Now there's kind of no excuse, and the parents with all the trackers and stuff, it's wild.
Yeah, because I was at an eighth grade party when we were in eighth grade, and there was older kids drinking and doing drugs, and we were like, This is shady." So we actually ended up having to use the home phone of the house party we were at and call someone to come pick us up because it was getting weird.
Yep. Oh
There
yeah,
was
with
no cell phone.
the
We had
house
to like use
phone.
we had to like find the house phone and like remember, you had to know your parents' number. And we're like, you should come pick us up. They're like, we knew we shouldn't have dropped you off at that party because they didn't want to let us. They pulled up and they were like, "You're not going to this party." And we're like, "Come on, you're embarrassing us." And they go, "All right, call us if anything happens." And they let us go.
Yep. I
And
remember
then
it.
we actually
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
you go.
I was
I
gonna
was
say
saying,
we had to do counseling at school because the cops came to that party and a couple of people had alcohol poisoning.
oh, when you had to do the alcohol counseling,
Well, I wasn't drinking. We were in eighth grade, but
but
there were
they
some
made,
kids who were. Yeah.
yep, that, well, that was in shop at Valley Tech. They made us do that. We were fine, and then in carpentry, I think junior year, one of the kids brought in a water bottle full of vodka and was slugging it, and one of the kids is like, "Dude, I'll give you $20 if you smash your finger with a hammer." The kid was sure, did that, smash his finger, and then the teachers are like, "What's going on? Wait a minute." And they went in. We had the cops like breathalyzing the water bottles, and we had to do AA in class for like basically everybody just slept through the whole class. But for like a month or two, they were like going after it. Nowadays, that would be on the news. It would not be anything like that, or they're
Yeah.
not even doing that.
My poor friend, we were drinking whiskey on the train tracks and he got alcohol poisoning bad at Friendly's on Grafton Street, and an ambulance had to come. He had to get his stomach pumped, and yeah, it wasn't on the news or anything. He almost died.
You know,
No, nothing really even happened. We just went into school like the next day, and everyone's like, wow, that was pretty fucking wild, huh?"
the days of UV blue, UV pink, all the different. Oh,
Dragonberry, what was that? Dragonberry vodka.
oh, I
Smirnoff?
know it. It was. I
No, it's
think
a rum.
it was a rum Dragonberry, and it wasn't a name. It wasn't like a big name. I remember that one. Ooh, Mr. Boston.
I never mess
Oh,
with the Mr. Bostons.
no, I just would look at that. I was like, if it's plastic bottle, even young, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Because I go to Fitchburg State with my best friend Erica, and we would go to Fitchburg State, and those were the times where it was like, oh my God, the kids are getting rowdy.
What do you have any other hobbies? I know you go to work, you kind of chill at the house. Is your hobby woodworking now, or do you like paint or do yoga or
Oh,
something?
no, I've actually been I mean, as far as hobbies and stuff, I've been doing my gardening, but my big thing is I've really I've been trying to like get as far as like hobbies. They're kind of just like basically home stuff. Like it's sad to say, but like the biggest thing that I've been trying to, so the one thing that I've been trying to get going again is when I was in Worcester. It's probably like 4 years, whatever, after VR. I was doing the at Bar FX behind the Palladium there. I was
Hmm.
doing the gay nights. So down here, the big thing that I've been trying to do, I've been networking a lot, and I'm trying to get another because down here we have one gay place in West Hartford, and then one down in New Haven, and the two of them are far and few between. There's nothing really going on, so I've been trying to like get my little promotion on. So I've been scouring a lot, kind of making some new friends with that. And me and Rich have gone out a few times, and my new thing that I'm trying for this summer is I'm trying because Middletown, where I live, we're right on the right on the Connecticut River. So we're down there. You've got the waterfront. There's a bunch of cool bars. So I've been trying to get like a whole thing because when I did the one at Bar FX, it wasn't doing with drag queens, wasn't doing any of that. I was trying to do it for like the music. So like my whole thing down here, all the other nights are all about that. So I'm trying to get something that's based on like the DJs, the music, get a whole like core scene where it's not just about whatever. I just kind of want like a cool scene going on. So that's one of my projects. And then I'm not gonna lie, my real estate thing, I've really been honed in on that. It's been
Yeah,
almost a
it's a
year.
full-time job.
Oh, it's been but it's like sad to say, like my fun hobbies, there's not really been a ton. I kind of had, not this past summer, but the summer before, it was June, my best friend Erica that I was just saying with Fitchburg State and stuff. Her and I went to high school together. We were best friends the sophomore year, went to Italy together, did all this stuff, and then she did the gastric bypass. She was doing great. And then 2 years ago, I get the call from her roommate and he's like, she passed. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
What?
From the gastric
I
bypass
I
thing.
remember her.
Yeah, Erica, she was heavier all the time and she was my little wild
She had
child.
dark skin. She had dark tan skin.
No, that was Waleska.
Oh, okay.
Waleska, my best
Never
friend,
mind.
from Venezuela. But no, it was
That's who
my,
I remember.
yes, Waleska. I
Whoa.
love her. Her and I still, she's got two beautiful babies. She's doing her thing. She's a nurse. I'm so proud of her. But yeah, my friend
I'm sorry
Erica,
to hear your friend. That's awful,
that was one thing where it was out of the blue and I looked it all up. Come to find out, it was due to that gastric bypass. The one thing she was trying to fit in with society, trying to be healthy and slim and everything, did the 2 years of like kind of like a whole health cleanse. Well, when you do that, your spleen and all your things, they're micro filtering everything because your stomach's so little. Her spleen ruptured in her sleep.
Oh,
No drugs, no depression, no none of that stuff, just boom. So after that, for literally like 2 years, I've kind of just like that's kind of why I reclused and I was just working on projects around the house. But I did all that. I finished all my tasks, and this whole year has been one of those where I'm like, all right, it's time to start conquering. And between getting projects done around the house, the property, but the travel thing has been, I mean, on the weekends we just watch travel videos all the time. Like we've gone in the past 5 years. It'll be Rich and I's 5 year anniversary in June, and we've done France, Italy. I mean, not Italy. France, Germany, Ireland. We've done the whole Caribbean, and so the research that we're doing now, we're trying to do Greece, we're trying to go over to Thailand, so a whole bunch of things as far as travel wise. That's really like I will sit there for hours and just research like, all right, where are we going? What's the best little deal with the cruises and stuff? So it's
I
been a
haven't
learning
done
curve.
Europe, but if you go to Vietnam or Thailand, dude, just fly in, book a hotel for one night, and then just wing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in Thailand, you can go to like Phuket and stay in one of those like floating like things on piers. That's what we're trying to look at. And you can be there for like a week and it's like, I don't know, it's like $1,000. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God, the flights are cheap, everything's cheap. I'm like, I just want to travel, see things. So I'm trying to like leisure things up a bit and go do that. But it was weird because I had like 2 years of like mental lockdown where I was like, all right, the only thing I know to like get my stress out is just do a bunch of stuff and like I mean the things I did around the house I literally took and ripped apart every single thing of everything around
Joyce.
me. Yeah. Just rebuilt it all from the ground up. We've had backhoes here doing retaining walls. It's kind of been like a full-time project as the house. But I'm like thinking about like fun things. Now this year has been like, all right, I'm back into the fun. We need to do like weekend things. That's why this weekend for Easter, we're going to be back up either going in Worcester or Providence, but staying at my dad's house. And it's like weird to like vacation to Mass.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun little escape.
Do you see yourself making content in the future? Like, it seems like you're good at social media. Do you want to start to do travel videos or
Well, that's
carpentry?
yeah, well, and it's funny you said that because I was talking with Rich tonight, and one of the things that I'm really thinking about and why I want one of the three families is because most of them looking at, they all have a garage, and here we already have the groundwork laid. We want to build a garage, but I want to do basically a full set. And I'm like, the whole thing is, I can do all the videos I do them for work and stuff, but when I'm doing them for work, I still got to get work done.
Yep.
So like our social media girl will come to me. She's got an idea and she's like, all right, and action. So I got to come up with what I'm saying in my head real quick. I got to do the work kind of quick as I've got three other guys on the job site who might not think the social media is anything important and they're just like kind of looking over at me, staring at me, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so much pressure. So on my own, that's literally what I was talking about tonight. I was like, with this whole like coming on here with you, I'm like, I'm ready to start that. Like that's a real thing that I've always wanted to do.
You let me produce a video, I'll make
Oh,
it
I would
so wild.
love that.
I'll make it so wild. I'll be like, all right, Chad, here's some fake ecstasy. Be like, all right, I need to make the video. And then I'm gonna be like, action. And you're going to be like, hold on, Instagram. I just got to do some ecstasy real quick. And then you come back all cracked out of your mind. I'll just give you a bunch of espresso. And then you're like,
Yes. I'm all jacked. Oh, I saw there was actually a video of it was a bunch of like they have the British shop vacs and it was a bunch of them just doing lines of sawdust. And I was like, that is absolutely hilarious. They were just, and then after they all did the lines of sawdust, somebody put on all the rave lights and all the little shop vacs were like wiggling, dancing with googly eyes on them. I'm like, this is hilarious.
then at the end, we'll just put a disclaimer like, no drugs were consumed, only pixie, pixie candies.
Only caffeination. Well,
Yeah.
no, because it's crazy because literally for basically 7 years straight, festivals. Actually, so in the past 5 years with Rich, we've done Day of Dead Mouse. We've actually been to three Breakaway Fests now in Worcester. We were at Breakaway last July and we saw Shaq. Shaq was headlining or DJ Diesel. But we did that and it was wild to see, like, you say like you don't know anybody in Worcester, the entire crowd. Every one of them were little 21-year-olds and they were all from Boston because now Worcester has the whole influx from Boston with the tea and everything. And I'm looking around like, I don't know any of these people. What the heck? Because I did Tomorrow World, Electric Forest, I did Ultra, all of those for on and on. And then the
And it,
past,
it gets confusing too because their style is copying the 90s. So you're like, wait, they dress like we did, but they're not us. So it's
they're not pulling off the as cool. Well, but the thing is, with the drugs and all the party stuff, now I'm going in like, all right, I've had my drinks, whatever, but I'm looking around like, these kids are all effed up on whatever. They're all just mollied out and this and that, but they're sitting there doing the lights on each other, and I'm like, wow, I used to be in there. Now I feel like a dad, like, what are you kids doing?
make sure you drink some water.
I literally offered a girl water because she was over in the corner doing like, I'm like, are you okay? She did the dry heave. I'm like, I know that look. I was like, it's time. I was like, here. And she's like, thank you. How'd you know that? I'm like, just take that bottle. It's all yours.
Do, is it weird? So you work in like a macho dominated field. Does anyone ever give you a hard time? Like, or do you work mostly with really cool people?
So that's actually kind of a cool topic because I will say, I mean, the company I work for, veteran owned, all a bunch of macho straight guys. I'm usually like I'm dressed how I'm dressed now. If you saw the pictures of me literally an hour ago trying to like get this all ready. I'm just in work shirts, work boots, baseball cap, and I blend right in with them. They let me go do my pizzazz and let me do my videos and stuff, but I will say I've never in my mind ever imagined that I would have like as an accepting group of guys. Every single like if I were to say, "Hey, someone's giving me crap," those boys would roll up and be like, "All right, where is he? We're gonna rip him to pieces." But they are
Tradespeople
it.
have a respect for the trade. There's
Mm-hmm.
something about the craft of it. I don't think they care if it's a girl, a boy. I think it's like you can get respect doing a trade, whatever kind of person you are, if you have a passion for it and you can execute.
Well, I think that's why work and doing like the quality and like the level of projects that I'm doing, I think that's one of my huge drives because I want to prove to the guys just because I'm different doesn't mean I can't perform and doesn't mean I can't try to outperform. And
Yeah.
it's like really
That's the
it's
vibe
kind
I
of a
get from you.
yeah, it's like I'm not I don't need to prove myself, but like I want to be like, listen, I'm just normal. You see me as like they know my fiance, they're the conversations we have, it's going back and forth. This one's talking about the girls, one of my coworkers, one of the homeowner like or another guy walks by is like, "That's your type, isn't it?" I'm like, "I friggin' love you, man." Like I just the acceptance like every single day I wake up with like a thankfulness to all everything above because
Cool.
in this world like there's not that, but that's why I'm like I really am just basically a straight guy who likes dudes. It's a very different
Yeah,
realm.
me and you could just go out and do our thing.
Yeah. I mean, in my younger days, I will say I was definitely a little frilly, and that's just, I mean, who I am by nature. But I mean, as far as like if we're gonna get work done, I'll lift just as
Yeah.
much as you. I'll throw it over my back, like let's go, workhorse. And I try to prove like it doesn't matter what you are, you need to, if you're hardworking, you have the skills. That's just there. And honestly, the jokes that they throw at me, I die sometimes. Oh my God. Some of the jokes, because that's the thing, I got thick skin. You can throw anything at me. And I love half the stuff they throw at me. I'm like, I've heard a lot of those jokes. That is the funniest one I've ever heard. They're even like, hey, I bet you'll like, I don't know, we're going to a house. So like, I bet you're gonna think like this one's a cutie or whatever. Sure enough, I walk in, I'm like, you know my type. Like, goddamn, it's a cool feeling. And then I go when I walk in too, we've got a bunch of guys who can kind of just be macho. We go in, we're doing a kitchen, a bathroom, we're ripping someone's house apart. I start talking with the homeowner's wife. She's like, wait, you've got design ideas? I'm like, I got you, girl. Boom. She's like, I would have never even thought of like with the built-ins, it's literally I will be either dealing with the wife or the couple together, and it kind of takes like my side of things to be like, give it that little design flair that because the other guys just be like, well, that's dumb or that doesn't work. But I'm like, hold on, I got a little jazzy idea. And she's like, how did you know? Like I'm over there like when she's looking at paint colors. I'm like, that one's on trend right now. She's like, how do you know that? I'm like, I watched the
I'm an
videos on that.
HGTV master.
Yeah, I was like it so I like to have my little design flair with it. But
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, glad to hear you're doing well. I
Yeah.
didn't think you wouldn't be doing well. I just good
Yeah, it's
energy.
just yeah, good energy. It's just not a other than travel and stuff, there's not like a whole lot going on. I've just been kind of buckling down for the past couple of years and working, trying to get some big things going. And then, like you said, with the video stuff, that's really been on my mind a lot lately. And I'm like, I wanna do that because I mean,
Especially
people,
with carpentry. If you have
yeah,
your studio built out, and you got two cameras, a close angle and a wide,
yeah,
it's
you got to do
a
the
lot
two.
easier to turn it on, and you can even just start talking through a project and then go have someone edit it or just put it up in the natural state. No
Yep.
editing, just press record, make the whole video, throw it on YouTube.
and then just send it.
That's hot on YouTube right now. You see a lot of content creators just taking their phone and talking for 45 minutes and then uploading, and that's every video.
Okay. All right. Well, that's actually good. Yeah, because that's one of the things that I was wondering. I'm like, all right, do I need? Because I won't lie, technology. Oh my God, I'm over in the laptop. I'm like, babe, I can't because he works for NBC News, so he's uh he's been there almost 20 years. So
Awesome. Does he work with
physical,
the media, like on cameras and stuff? Like,
yeah, he's does all the production. He's been
oh,
doing that.
beautiful. He,
Oh, he's behind the scenes with all the boards, and that's why like I was like, "Oh, can we get a mic?" He had a whole mic, he had everything all set up. We looked in the basement, and I've been ripping things apart, and he's like, "I can't find it right now." I'm like, "I know." But no, he's got the computer-wise, that's why when I moved in here, beautiful house, he's been taking care of everything, but I came in, I'm like, "Hey, I can do this, 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 this." He had been here 15 years. Everything was same, same. I come in, I'm just ripping stuff apart every day. He's like, "Can we just leave things alone for now?" I'm like, "I've got ideas." He's like, "I just could never do it." But it's that yin and yang. I'll be over in the computer. I'm like, "I can't get the other bar in the spreadsheet." He's like, "Hold on." Boom, done with that balancing act. But I mean, it's one of those where if he were to help me out with that, and I get a little set going on, I would love to be doing videos like that. And then at the same time, if if I were to go and do another application, even with HGTV or with whoever, that's one of the big things I want to do because I love what I do, love the company that I do, but for some reason, I'm like in my heart, I'm like, I want to do, I don't know. I want to, like, I
some
mean,
type
we
of
all know.
media.
Yeah, everyone wants to be famous. And in that world, I'm like, that's my thing. I'm not going to try to say that I can sing or DJ or any of that stuff. Been there, done that, tried it. And the one thing I'm like, that's something that not a lot of people are striving for. So it's kind of, that's been the thing. And I mean, where we had the interview, I'm like, we're close, but not there yet.
Well, I
I'll
wish you good luck.
have to call my buddy
Let
Rich
me know if I
Marks.
can help.
Definitely.
Although
But
you're looking for someone who's successful. You don't want to be schmucking it around with a creativity scientist.
no, I'm just as much a scientist as you. None of it's figured out. Well, like I said, it takes a scientist. No, a lot of times people don't even want the perfect polished stuff. People want that like nitty gritty. Like
Oh yeah,
if
they
you're
want the
scrolling through,
messy in between.
yeah, I know half the stuff that I even go and scroll and everything. I'm like, I want the messy, messy. Like you want the real quality stuff. You want something that's like actually homemade. That's
Mm.
why with like, I mean, you can go buy everything off the shelf. People want handmade stuff. So, but yeah,
Well, man, really appreciate you wanting to do this with me. It was super fun.
yeah, you too. I hope you can get some good clips out of it.
I Yeah, of course we will.
Definitely was a
What a great
blast.
conversation. It was amazing to hear what's been going on.
Yeah, you
Thanks
too.
for sharing your travel videos and travel stories, I mean.
Yeah.
And maybe someday I'll get to meet Rich.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Well, we'll be doing the deck premiere party this year, so we'll maybe do a
That's
little
in
invite.
Connecticut.
Yeah. Yeah. Bait from
Shoot me an
Worcester.
invite.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's obligation time, whatever, but I mean, it's an hour and 10 from Worcester.
Yeah,
So,
but me and my wife, we try to do little, like, if we get a babysitter for the night, get a little Airbnb or a hotel, get away for a little.
yeah. Well, and that's the
Something
thing
like that
down
is
here.
worth going.
We're 20 minutes from Old Saybrook, so we're
I
literally
love
20
Old
minutes.
Saybrook. We
Yeah.
vacationed there twice already.
All right. So then, yeah, we're literally 25 minutes no more
We
north
love
than
it
there.
because we go to, like, all the beaches are perfect for the kids. We get an Airbnb on a private road, and they like you can just like walk to the beach, and we love all the little shops around there.
Yeah, it's cute. It's also, I will say too, like I feel like now that you were saying all that, I'm like, I feel so like hobbies and crazy things, I will say, love where I live, but Connecticut is just, it's Connecticut. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah.
Nightlife, there is literally, that's why I'm like, oh, I'd have
The restaurants
outside of
close
go,
at like 8:30.
liquor stores are closed at 6 on Sundays. It is very just like we go on, we'll look on Facebook, we'll look on every app everywhere. There is literally, I will say, that's why it's like, oh, the excitement is traveling going away. Because, like, here, like in Mass, I could have a blast every single night in Worcester, Boston, wherever, Providence. They're all boom, boom, boom. They're all 45 minutes from each other. Here, yeah, it's that's why I've just been working in the backyard and trying to create, like, I mean, we've got LED lights, like he has all the woods lit up with LED lights. We've got speakers going in, like we're trying to create something here because it's there's a bit of dryness.
Oh,
It's not,
get Chad and Rich's house party on live stream and just have a
oh,
bunch of crazy people over, play records and DJ and
yes, we literally he just was looking at record players the other day. That is, yep. And actually I was looking at decks again because I might get mixing again. And
sick.
Cheryl already said she's like, I'm trying to get down here, so it might be a little partial reunion with some people. But
Fill me in.
I will. You have a good night, brother.
Yeah, you
If
too.
if uh if you ever want to chat whenever again, I'm always down.
Yeah,
And whatever
now that
you
I
share,
have your phone.
if you're cool, like I'll share whatever you want. Like once you post stuff, I'll go and rapid fire, get a
Yeah,
little
I'm gonna
share out.
tag you too. I'll tag you in all the stuff, so
Oh, perfect.
you'll be able to share it. That's what I got to get better at because with that auto posting, I need to. They probably updated it. You probably can auto tag before posting now. I don't know. I'll go in and manually do it though. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I appreciate you. Glad to talk to you. You have a good night.
All right, it's nighty night time. It's past my bedtime.
Me too. Night,
All
brother.
right, bro. See ya.
See ya.
Appreciate